So it is, what is today? Tuesday, April 4th. Been on the trail for a little while. I think we got going about maybe a little bit after 8 o'clock, so we've been going a little bit less than an hour. And we spent the night at Cornelius Creek Shelter. It made for about an 18.5 mile day yesterday, which we had about a total of 5,200 feet of elevation gain for the day. But the last part of the day, it seemed like it was just straight up, and it was like 2,500 feet of elevation gain at the very end of the day. And I was pretty tired. It was a very strenuous climb. Probably yesterday was one of the most strenuous days I've had since I've been back on the trail, I think, or since I've been on the trail. But had an interesting stay at the shelter last night. There was a couple of section hikers there that have done everything from Springer Mountain all the way up to here. They're going to be getting off, I think, when they get to Glasgow this trip. But they've got a lot of trail experience, and they carry mouse traps with them, lots of mouse traps. And I don't know if you've heard me say it before, but these shelters are just, many of them are infested with mice. And so these guys carry mouse traps, and they trap mice. And we had been reading the reviews of this particular shelter, and it said that there was a lot of mice, and we were sort of dreading that because you have to worry about them chewing through your gear, try to get to your food. And but these guys showed up, and they set out their mouse traps and baited them with peanut butter, and it hadn't even gotten dark yet, and they'd killed 3 mice. And before the night was out, they'd killed 3 more mice. And they have been dubbed the modern day mouse trappers by this guy named Fresh Grounds, who's sort of a trail legend that goes around and does trail angel stuff for hikers up and down the trail. But he gave them that name of modern day mouse trappers, or modern day mouse hunters, one or the other. But they were interesting pair, and it was interesting also that one of the guys was from Sanford, North Carolina, so he was a fellow North Carolinian, and the other one was from Salem, South Carolina, which is down near Clemson, which isn't really far from the house. So we we were familiar with places and things, so had some nice conversation. Pretty good guys. I enjoyed meeting them. And again, like I've said a couple of times before, you just never know who you're going to meet out here on the trail. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to be pretty good people. I've met 1 or 2 people that I didn't really care to be around. Mostly, though, it's been a very exceptionally pleasant meeting with everyone I've met. So today's agenda is we're only having to hike about 10 miles. We're going to hike to Petit's Gap, or Petit's Gap, whichever way you want to pronounce it, on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and my wife is going to meet us there. And so Prepper is going to stay at a hostel in Glasgow called Stanimals. This guy Stanimal, he has 2 hostels. He has one in Glasgow, and he has one in Waynesboro. It won't be necessary for me to stay at the one in Glasgow, but when we get to Waynesboro next week, we will be staying there 1, if not 2 nights in Waynesboro. So looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to a light day. I've just done a decent amount of climbing, and so I'm not sure how much climbing is left in today's hike of 10 miles, but can't be anything compared to what we did yesterday. So this 10-mile hike today is going to be like a walk in the park. At least I hope it is, unless we run into some kind of obstacle that I don't anticipate. I will let you know if I see anything view-worthy. Signing off for now, though.
We're at the top.
I don't know what this is, but I'm taking a picture of it. This is a weather observatory tower. This is called the guillotine. Well, we're crossing the Blue Ridge Parkway again. It has been several miles and several hours since we did.